Hello, today I want to talk about Benjamin Franklin. He was born on January 17, 1706, in Colonial, Boston. In his teenager time, he was a very talented writer. Franklin was contributing essays to a newspaper published by his brothers. Benjamin Franklin returns to Philadelphia in 1726 and 2 years later opened a printing shop. The business became highly successful. In 1729, Franklin became the owner and publisher of a colonial newspaper. As Franklin's printing business prospered, he became increasingly involved in civic efforts. Starting in the 1730s, he helped establish a number of community organizations in Philadelphia, including a lending library, the city's first fire company, a policy patrol, and the American Philosophical Society, a group devoted to sciences and other scholarly pursuits. In 1748, Franklin was 42 years old, had expanded his printing business throughout the colonies, and became successful enough to stop working. Retirement allowed him to concentrate on public service and also pursue more fully his long-time interest in science. Franklin died at age 84 on April 17, 1790, in Philadelphia. More than 200 years after his death, Franklin remains one of the most celebrated figures in U.S. history. His image appears on the $100 billion, and towns, schools, and businesses across America are named for him. I have two stories to share with you to prove Benjamin Franklin is a truly master. First, he is not a rigidity person. When he was a teenager, Benjamin Franklin worked with his brother's newspapers. His brother James refused to share his ideas and refused to release his stories. So he made a compromise. He were to create a fiction character who would write the letters to his brothers, and his brothers would never know this is letter from him. So Benjamin Franklin got a very big success and enhanced his writing skills. The second one, he is not a self-obsessiveness person. When Benjamin Franklin was working in London, he didn't like drinking in the working. He didn't like drinking in working, and he has his principle. What the fuck? Stop. The second story is Benjamin Franklin is not a self-obsessiveness person. Obsessiveness. Benjamin Franklin is not a self-obsessiveness person. When he was in England, he found a lot of strangeness during his work. Because of he had a principle. He didn't like to drink during working hours. And after he come back to work, he found a lot of errors in his text. And he didn't. And after that, he didn't. Clearly, somebody was sabotaging his work. Sabotaging. Clearly, he found somebody was sabotaging his work, and he didn't insist his principle. And when he let his principle go, the stranger things disappeared. So he handled these things very well. If I have an opportunity to interview Benjamin Franklin, I have two questions to ask. First, hello, if you work as a manager, and if you found you work with some kind of fool person, one day your employees don't want to follow your instructions to work, and you don't know what happened at that time, what will you do? Second, if one day you found your boss didn't give you found or deserved job position as they promised, what will you do? Now I want to talk about the envy. Envy is very normal because it is our nature to constantly compare ourselves to others. And from my point of view, a basic point, if I keep thinking someone is always better than me, he is actually better than me, and if I cannot overcome the envy, I do not have opportunity to surpass him. Now, I want to talk about another thing, reality thing, which is laziness. If we are lazy, we cannot get our goals, and we even cannot manage our time properly. We cannot make our job done on time. I have an idea to overcome the laziness. We can put our schedules and we can put our work as detailed as possible on our schedule, and each day we can complete our work as following our schedules, and it is a benefit way to overcome the laziness for us.